The Pittsburgh Steelers are currently facing significant uncertainty regarding their quarterback situation, and star defensive lineman Cameron Heyward has had enough of the waiting game. As the team continues to express interest in four-time MVP Aaron Rodgers, they find themselves in limbo, hoping for a decision from the legendary quarterback. Despite having reached contract terms with Mason Rudolph, who is returning to the team, the Steelers remain on edge, wondering who their next starting quarterback will be. Will it be Rodgers? Could they possibly bring back Russell Wilson? Or will the Steelers go in a completely different direction? Cameron Heyward, a leader on the defensive side of the ball, voiced his frustrations on the latest episode of his podcast, Not Just Football. He made it clear that he is tired of the ongoing discussions surrounding the quarterback position and is eager for the situation to be resolved once and for all. "I want to play football," Heyward expressed, clearly exasperated. "I'm tired of talking about the quarterback situation. I'd rather have it done. I don't know what ends up happening." After a long sigh, Heyward elaborated further, showing that he was ready to move past the ongoing saga surrounding the team's free agent pursuit. Co-host Hayden Walsh then playfully asked Heyward if he would be willing to go on a darkness retreat in an attempt to convince Rodgers to join the Steelers, referencing the retreat Rodgers famously took during the offseason to reflect on his future. Heyward, however, was not interested in such an idea. "I ain't doing that darkness retreat. I don't need any of that crap," Heyward responded with a laugh. "Either you want to be a Pittsburgh Steeler, or you don't. That's simple. That's the pitch. If you want me to recruit, that's the recruiting pitch. Pittsburgh Steelers, if you want to be part of it, so be it. If you don't, no skin off my back." Heyward's frustration is understandable. The Steelers are a team with championship aspirations, having made the playoffs despite inconsistent quarterback play in the past season, with players like Justin Fields and Russell Wilson under center. Adding a player of Rodgers' caliber to the mix would elevate Pittsburgh's offense and give them a serious chance at contention. However, the decision rests with Rodgers, and the team finds itself waiting on a future Hall of Famer who seems to be weighing multiple options. Rodgers, who is now 41 years old, had a disappointing season with the New York Jets, where the team's Super Bowl aspirations quickly unraveled. The Jets ended the season with a dismal 5-12 record, which led to the firing of head coach Robert Saleh and general manager Joe Douglas. As a result, Rodgers was released by the Jets at the beginning of the new league year in March. With his future up in the air, Rodgers has reportedly been considering other teams, including the Steelers and the New York Giants, although he is also said to be intrigued by the idea of joining the Minnesota Vikings. As for the Steelers, they've been one of the teams most vocal about their interest in Rodgers, seeing the future Hall of Famer as a potential missing piece for their playoff-caliber roster. The franchise, however, finds itself in a holding pattern, waiting on Rodgers to make up his mind. This uncertainty has frustrated Heyward, who, like many of his teammates, just wants to focus on preparing for the season ahead rather than being bogged down by constant speculation. On his podcast, Heyward continued, "Everybody is entitled to their opinion. I think when you start putting up teams against others, I don't even like to get into that. That's none of my business. I will never tell a man what to do or how to do it. But if you want to be part of the group, be part of the group." This statement underscores Heyward's desire for clarity and a definitive commitment. While he certainly respects the decision-making process of others, he is ready for the Steelers to move forward with their plans, whether Rodgers joins the team or they decide to look elsewhere. The Steelers are undoubtedly in a pivotal moment, as the decision at quarterback could shape the future of the franchise for years to come. With their strong defense and playoff potential, the addition of a quarterback like Rodgers could make them legitimate contenders once again. But for now, Heyward and the Steelers must wait as Rodgers weighs his options. How long they'll have to wait, however, is still anyone's guess.